23rd meeting of Sebastopol Sunrise. Good morning, Sebastopol!
Whoop, aye!
Oh, God, what are we popping up? Can't have that. For the pledge, Michael McLaughlin.
Face the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks to the greeters, Nick, Darlene, and Summer. They're actually all there. That was great. Well, this morning. And the microphone team, Al and Bill, and our doc person. Debbie Klein. Hit that woman microphone.
Joe told me this morning that Yogi Berra had died.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yes.
Yesterday. Yogi Berra.
It's over.
I can't forget.
Now the mic died.
Daytime.
Give me the other mic.
It's all over. Kill the mic.
A working microphone.
I did yesterday, Yogi Berra died at the age of 90. And so he was a great baseball player, but he also was famous for his yogiisms. And one of them that Joe reminded me of is, no one goes to that restaurant run because it's too crowded. One of them. And then the other one was, if you see a fork in the road, take it.
A song.
As that said, there aren't too many baseball songs,
That's true.
right?
There's good ones.
But there are, like Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So in honor of Yogi Berra, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Count 'em out. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Play ball.
We have a visiting Rotarian. Zero. All right. It's us. And our guests. Do we have a guest?
President Michael, as soon as I finish this mic, you'll have another mic. So let me have that in the meantime. Wow.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure to introduce our speakers for today, Brittany Hack and Joe Posey.
Other guests? Over here.
So at our table we have Patrick, Ellie, and Patrick will be coming up today.
All right.
Be guests after today.
Any other guests?
Yep.
Oh, let's have applause for our guests.
I heard you singing.
Oh,
Joelle is busy making her breakfast, and she eats well. Joelle, what's up with you this week?
There's nothing really special.
Did you have fun occasion?
Which festival? Did you have fun at the
Oh yeah, it's really great. Yeah, and school, I ran tennis, and all that. And it's fun. And I think so my English is good,
Still glad you're here.
all right. Thanks, Joey. Gary Kelly has a birthday, but he's out of town. Put him on the bill list. And Patty has a birthday coming up.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. Yes, that's true. Yep. I only have a few more days And then I'm no longer sleeping with a younger woman.
More days than what?
I'm no longer sleeping with a younger woman.
And a Rotary anniversary.
Draw a picture.
You don't remember. September 26th, 8 years ago. That's amazing. That'd be $5. Now you remember. And the Curtises, they got married a while back on the 27th. It was great.
Yeah, this is going to be our 35th. Last year.
That's great. Well, we have a rookie doing our induction today. Right, Linda? You were telling me. But please,
Elevator story.
come up. You're gonna do it then. Okay. Take it away.
Well, I've been flying under the radar. I've never had the pleasure of doing an induction before, but this morning it gives me great pleasure to welcome into membership into the Rotary Club Sebastopol Sunrise, Patrick James Flaherty. Patrick, or PJ as he likes to be called, was born and raised as a fourth-generation San Franciscan and is a graduate of Lowell High School. He grew up in the 50s and 60s, and he remembers them. PJ is a Vietnam veteran, having served in the United States Navy aboard the USS Midway, an aircraft carrier now a museum in San Diego. He returned to the College of Marin, where he met his wife, Ellie, in 1974. Thank you for being here today, Ellie. Together, PJ and Ellie graduated from the College of Marin and went on to CSU Chico, graduating with biology degrees. After college, PJ was a California park ranger, a carpenter and remodeler, a teacher at Willowside School, the director of technology for the County Office of Education, and from there, PJ transitioned into veterinary nursing at the Forestville Veterinary Hospital. He and Ellie currently live on 2.5 acres on Cherry Ridge Road, where they have been into sustainability for years now, enjoying their gardens, orchards, bees, chickens, preserving, fermenting, and baking. Wow. When they're not on the property, they like to travel internationally, typically to Asia. And PJ recognized the opportunity of Rotary, and it is his hope to give back some of the measure of the good life he has been able to enjoy. So at this time, I would like to invite PJ, Ellie, and PJ sponsor Brian herself up to the lectern. PJ, as you know, Rotary is a leadership organization made up of local business, professional, and civic leaders who meet regularly, get to know each other, form friendships, and together we get things done in the community. You have been approved for membership in the Rotary Club of Sebastopol Sunrise because we believe you to be a worthy representative of your vocation, interested in the ideals of Rotary, and willing to do and accept the obligations of membership in this club and to obey the club's constitution and bylaws. Rotary International President Ravi Ravindran challenges us this year to be a gift to the world. There are many opportunities to be a gift to the world, and I hope you take advantage of our club opportunities. For example, our Christmas holiday dinner that we feed the community in December. That'll be your first big opportunity. And our district governor, Erin Dunn, who will be visiting us in November, her challenge to us all this year is to explore Rotary. And so I invite you to explore the things that interest you, but I also invite you to explore the things you know nothing about, because it could be your most exceptional Rotary experience. You just don't know. So I invite you to try it all. And at this time, Brian, you are a gift to the world by sharing Rotary with Patrick. And so, Patrick, I invite you to pin a sponsor pin onto Brian. He's got his. time, would you please present Patrick with his pin and his new badge? This pin represents membership in the worldwide organization of Rotary International, and we hope you will wear it with pride, not just to Rotary meetings, but always. We welcome you to the Rotary Club of Sebastopol Sunrise. Please join me in a round of applause.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud to be here amongst you, and I just want to do a quick thank you to people that made it possible for me to be standing here, and certainly Brian for this invitation to come and see about Rotary and explore that out, and I really appreciate that. And to Jim Gilliam, who's not at this table today, but he's at the club with us, and he's always been encouraging about that. And I want to thank Bruce and Darlene and Pam for the interviewing, and I appreciate them not delving into my criminal past. Appreciate it. And Al Lustig as my handler. So thank you, Al. That was very nice that you got me through this system. And lastly, I want to apologize to Jim Goodenough, who I mixed up as John Mileto. And that's one of my challenges here, is to find out who everybody is and what they all do and interact with you. And I apologize, Bob, looking forward to that. And I'm certainly looking forward to the camaraderie. Thank you very much.
Serious note, I was up in Lake County yesterday and I'm trying to give you an update because we got some information about what is going on up there. Columbus had friends and maybe relatives living up in Lake County. As you know, it's been in the news. They had a news conference yesterday saying it's the third most destructive fire in the history of the state of California, and over 1,300 single-family homes were destroyed, and 23 multi-family homes and some other structures. But a lot of people are helping out. They formed a local assistance center. I appreciate knowing that the Senior Center of Middletown is hosting this center, and they brought together representatives of 30 different agencies, state and county and federal and community organizations. So there's coordination, a lot of stuff going on. And if you are interested in the particulars, I printed out this little information sheet about what all the resources are, besides what Rotary's doing. We've sent out the information about if you want to donate money as an individual, that's great. And the club is holding off, waiting for a coordinated plan that's going to be led by the 4 Rotary clubs in Lake County. And there's a foundation dinner coming up. The foundation dinner south. Our district's so big, they have a north one, which you want to go to 2. This one's coming up October 24th. There's an actual video to show, but I think I'm going to hold off on that until next week because I want to get the sound wrong.
I have enough on that one.
So we'll take, we have enough time to, but they've got a lot of production values in what they've done, so it's near Halloween. And the way we've been spending our money includes a microcredit project that's going on in Ecuador. We've got an update from the Accels that are leading that. There's over 19 Rotary clubs went together to fund a global grant. These pictures are from a training class. So one element is to do loan programs, and they've got over 250 loans out already, and they have about 420 loans, and Nancy. But alongside that, they also have classes in business planning and many other subjects. And this one is a class on plumbing. They're giving people in Esmeralda district. So Esmeralda is a very poor district.
Well, I don't know.
Are you hearing me?
Michael? Michael? I'll talk. This is a project that we visited last November in Ecuador. And yeah, plumbing and electrical. They are starting another global grant that our club has committed $1,000 to that will be expanding the program into other villages in Esmeraldas and also in the Amazon area. So when we go back to Ecuador this coming November, hopefully we can visit when we do our trip to the Amazon and we can visit the new project in the Amazon.
Excellent. Concise report.
President Michael,
Yes.
may I make, since you have announcements up there?
How are you?
So,
Jump on.
first I want to apologize, I need to leave a little early, somebody scheduled an 8 o'clock meeting. They forgot it was my Rotary Day and I had trouble rescheduling it, so I had to take my breakfast to go.
Who's the boss?
This Saturday, if you like Cajun, how many people like Cajun? If you like Cajun, this Saturday at the Earl Baum Center of the Blind, we have Earl Fest, which is our Americana music festival. It's our big fundraiser and public relations event. We've got music starting at 11 o'clock. John Hyatt is the headliner, so big name in the Americana music genre. We've got a lot of different bands, including between the big acts, there are smaller local acts on what we call our Hop Monk stage, because they're one of our sponsors. So if any of you are interested in coming out with some great music on Saturday, there'll be tickets at the door. You can get them in advance for a little bit less on brownpapertickets.com. Music, the gate opens at 11 a.m. And it should be a really great time. We'll have plenty of food and we've got some tents set up for shade and love you to come out and support the Earl Baum Center. So thank you.
Great, thanks.
Michael.
Yes. Look, not bad.
In the continuing saga of my vacation project, I have apples out in my truck. They're certified organic, both delicious apples, dessert grade, 30-pound boxes, 125 count in each box. The wholesale price is $55 a box. And if anyone is interested, speak to me after the meeting, and $15 of every box sale will go toward the Lake County fires. So let me know at your meeting.
Al. Well, I want to thank you all for visiting those of you who came to visit my mom. She couldn't make it today. She's leaving, and my sister's taking her back on Thursday, but she's really elated that people came by and visited her. They wouldn't let her out of jail at Apple Valley this morning. I was going to have a sort of a triumphant entry, but it didn't happen. So again, she wants me to express some thanks for all of you who expressed concern, sent the card, and hopefully we can get her back one more time next year. So she can have another act.
I just wanted to mention that, again, we are having our annual Foundation Rotary Dinner for this end of the district. It's coming up very soon. It'll be on at 5:30. It will be no-host cocktails. Then 6:30, dinner in the program, and 8:30, it's dancing. It'll be over at the Flamingo, and it's October 24th. Now, everyone who's been so generously donating to the Rotary Foundation and to Wipe Out Polio, and Bill Sauber's High, who did really well there. For each $20 you get a ticket like this, you don't have to be there, and you'll be eligible for your prizes, some really great prizes. And if you want to sign up to come to the dinner, I've had an email, I assume all of you have received email to buy tickets, and it's looking forward to a great time.
So it's a couple of announcements. One, my daughter, I think I mentioned, is in Spain this year. And in Joe's honor, she's going to Oktoberfest this weekend. So actual photos. The other announcement is October 6th, Tuesday evening, hosting a Social Security seminar. We have a national speaker that all they talk about is all the rules on Social Security. Being a government project, it's complicated. And I got flyers at the back table. It's no cost. There's hors d'oeuvres and things available. It's in Santa Rosa at 5:30.
So we've heard a few times, October 24th, the Monster Bash Foundation Dinner. I have the honor of being asked to MC the foundation dinner. So I'm hoping we have great club representation and you guys can, now that I've done my first induction, I think I can do my first foundation dinner. I hope you'll come and support me and the district, and let's show up in costume and have a great time. Secondly, I'm very excited that my oldest son, Jimmy, many of you heard him speak, he's the fireman. He's getting married on Sunday. And it's on Mount Diablo. And I swear he planned this just for me. It's during the lunar eclipse. So it's the last supermoon lunar eclipse we're going to see for many, many years. I hope you all look up and wish my son and his bride a wonderful lifetime full of love and happiness. I'm so excited. Thank you.
All right. Those of you who are interested in learning. What'd you say?
I had my hand up. I thought I was going to get called on, but you just...
I thought he was scratching his arm.
You've never had to raise your hand before.
Should I sit down?
Say, Marty.
All right, Marty. So, if you are an experienced club member or a new club member who wants to learn more about the Rotary Foundation, its different programs and how it works, here in Sonoma County, mark your calendar for October the 3rd, 10, I think, to 2. You can come down and you can hear speakers talk about the different components of the Rotary Foundation and see videos and learn about how it works, how you can contribute, and how you might get other people to contribute. Is there anybody here who isn't available for October 3rd? Put your hand up, because you can. I've got room in my car. We're doing the same thing north up in Ferndale. So what time should I pick you up?
No,
This
I said
Saturday.
raise your hand if you're not available. Not available.
Yes?
And what I'm telling you is that we can take you up to the one that's going to be in the 14th of this.
Not available, not like
Yeah, you're not going to down this street, right? Never mind. So anyway, that's at Sally Tomatoes. Lunch is served. It's a really worthy event. Please be there if you can.
Give it to Marty before he busts.
Thank you. 3 seconds, Marty.
President Michael, thank you. And after that $20 for the cowboy hat, this should be free.
But it isn't.
I just want to, I had the privilege about 3 weeks ago to go down to San Diego. And out of the 300 Marines, my son was the top honor Marine.
Oh, great.
Very, very thrilled. He's at Camp Pendleton now, and he said he is having fun shooting grenade launchers. But he's doing very well. You know, he's going to come back, be in the reserves, and finish law enforcement at the JC. He'd like to be a California Highway Patrolman. And so he's doing very well in the Marine Corps, and I just wanted to give you an update. Thank you.
$50.
For those of you here that have employees or have an HR manager or somebody, on October the 14th at the Doubletree in Miller Park, the California Employer Advisory Council is hosting their 4-hour labor law update. and it's done by a labor law company in Santa Rosa, and it will tell everybody what they need to know, how to stay safe against employees that like to take advantage of their employers. So if you need any information about that, you can contact me or go to the website from the EDD for California Employer Advisory Council, Sonoma County. It's only like $100, and that's cheap for 4 hours of an attorney's information.
Okay, as in the past, we've done flu shots, cash paying flu shots, and you're allowed to donate $10 of the fee to various local agencies, including polio. Those are here and they're relatively painless. Relative at Forestville Pharmacy.
Okay, great. Flu shots. So we want people getting sick. Okay. I'm gonna preempt the next. Oh. We got one more. Beat me to it.
I'm collecting money.
Oh, you're collecting money. Okay, great. Money's good. Selfies are coming in slowly, but they're coming in. Oh? Those are really off. There's Terry, I don't know, he looks a little sleepy out there in New Mexico. So what's your favorite, upper left?
Yeah.
Hadley, does Hadley get the prize? Or the three wonderful women?
The three. The nose. The nose.
Or the nose. Candy bar waiting for Terry's return.
What does it mean like I had a couple of cocktails?
We got the sunshine reports. Well, I think we're ready for the program. Introducing.
Thank you, President Michael. It is my pleasure to bring to our stage from the Gold Ridge Conservation, Soil Conservation District. Did I get that right, Brittany?
No, that's okay.
No, but you're going to straighten that out for me. I would like to bring up Executive Director Brittany Heck. And Joe, are you going to have anything to say? It's not often you don't. Someone that we both know where the bodies are buried, here's Joe Posey as well. And Joe, what's your title? District Manager. So do you both need a mic? We can handle that. You're going to get a mic. So they're going to give you a little bit more of a bio than I just did. But thanks for being here, and here they go.
Thank you all very much for giving us the opportunity to speak and to give you a little presentation on the Gold Ridge Resource Conservation District. And we're going to talk a little bit about what we do, what our role is here in western Sonoma County, and some of the projects we've accomplished over the many years. So we'll start out first just to show you, this is our board of directors, and we have one that has retired, Don Peterson, and we have another one that has come on, Tori Olson. But then we have Joe Dutton, Ann Cassidy, Richard Hughes, and Jill Butler has stepped off. But these are volunteers in the sense of concerned about conservation, concerned about agriculture, and wanting to do the right thing with the natural resources that we have out here on the lands. So we meet every third Thursday for a meeting and to conduct our business. And these board members are the core of it, as far as being there every day or every week and coming in and working with us. Okay. This is our staff, and this is what makes everything happen. This staff is awesome. They work all day long, every day, dedicated to all these projects that we're going to show you today, and just really involved in all the natural resources and the projects that we do out there. The history of the RCDs started in the 30s, and this is a picture, an actual photo, which sometimes it's hard to believe, but it is an actual photo of the Dust Bowl. And in the 30s, everybody moved west, and we all know the accounts of the Dust Bowl and the degradation of the lands out there due to a lot of farming and maybe some questionable farming practices, along with some weather patterns. And nobody in the East really had any inclination that this was happening. And until the dust actually settled in on the White House during some hearings, they didn't want to take any action or didn't think there were any problems. And you can imagine back then there was no kind of communication. Nobody was really west of the Mississippi, and here was this terrible, terrible act happening, and nobody even knew about it. And so how that worked with that started the formation of the RCDs. When that act happened, they implemented the RCDs are all through the United States. They're not just here. We have them throughout all the different counties within the states have RCDs, which are the Resource Conservation Districts, in order to help landowners manage their properties and manage their natural resources. And that all did come up through the Dust Bowl era. These are the districts. There's 98 RCDs in California with 3,000 conservation districts nationwide, as I just mentioned. So this just kind of breaks down all the different districts within the state of California. And then we're going to break it down a little bit more into to our region. We're into the south, and then there's 2 RCDs within Sonoma County. And you can see ours as the Gold Ridge RCD, which is, you can see the boundaries there. It's kind of the Laguna, the Russian River to the north, the Marin County border to the south, and the ocean to the west. And then there's Sonoma RCD, which encompasses the remaining area within Sonoma County. So each of these RCDs have their own individual governing bodies with a board and their staffs, and we work together, the staffs do with grants and with projects many times because, as you know, the water and the animals are regional. They don't stop at the county lines. So we work very much together with the other RCDs through this region. Then when you break it down into Gold Ridge, as far as the district, this map is kind of giving you an outlay of the different watersheds. And many times it's interesting how grants, because we're funded through grants mostly, and they are all coordinated and focused on watersheds. And when you think about it, that's the best way to approach a project or trying to improve a water body or land mass is a watershed base. So this map here, the different colors delineate different watersheds within our district. And those are areas that we focus on for different projects. And this here just talks about projects that we have on private lands. The darker colored, or the yellower colored ones are the private lands that we work on. And we work on all projects, or on all lands. We do some work with state parks when they need some help on projects. But we're also, I always call us kind of the liaison between landowners and regulating bodies and wanting to try to help the land and improve the natural resources. We're 100% voluntary. We're a non-regulatory agency. So we are out there giving guidance and providing funding to enhance these properties to have them meet some of the natural resource regulations that might be out there with, water quality or fish and game. And there's, when you own property, there's always things you have to deal with. So we work real hard to make sure that landowners are in compliance with some of those regulations that continue to come down. So here's kind of a breakdown of our budget. Our average annual budget is $1.8 million. This year, we're at $2.2 million of funds that we've brought into the Conservation District, which means get brought into the community. Right now, we have 53 active grants that the staff that I showed you earlier manage on a daily basis by moving them all forward. It's quite a project to keep everything moving and on time and to get everything organized. And this is something we did, I think it was 2 years ago now, this last stat, to try to give the county a perspective of what we do and the value of what we bring to the county. And I really enjoy this stat because it really shows that for every dollar that we bring in, there's $127 spent within the county or brought in from other areas. So we really like to show that we're bringing a lot of money in from the state and federal agencies that are spent right here in this county and are used within the community. So here's how we are funded. Mostly it's through grants. We get a small portion of property taxes, and I always kind of laugh I always give our politicians a little heck, because they said they give us a little bit of money and then they demand an audit back. So the audit usually costs about as much as the money they give us from the county. So it's kind of funny because we always go back and forth on that. But we really appreciate the money they give, and the support, obviously, at the county level is really important for us as an organization. But the main part of our funding comes from federal, state,